PWP Nation, where wrestling discussion lives.
Well, hello there. Dukes, Keith, and Griff here from the Anything But Credible podcast, a.k.a. the ABC Pod. Fellas?
Holla.
Oh, hello.
We're here to let you know that you could be possibly missing out on the best podcast ever created, aside from the Offended podcast, of course, and you don't want to be missing that. Now, what makes us the best? Griff? Yeah, great. Keith? Exactly. Look, I'll keep it really simple for you. Crazy people, crazy news, crazy theories, crazy uncredible. That's right. We made that word up. Griff, Keith, say something crazy for me.
Russia wants you to believe in Finland.
real.
Nice. Look, you can find us just about anywhere that you get your podcast, especially Apple Podcasts. Also, don't forget to hit us up on Facebook at ABC Pod. That's ABC POD. Twitter at _ABC Pod. And Instagram at ABC Podcast. Check in with us for a new episode every Monday and join the conspiracy to commit stupid. We will see you then, and shout out to the Offended Podcast.
Adios.
Later, guys. Like you more than a friend.
What's up, everybody? Kyle Fauché here to tell you about my brand new podcast, the Going Off Topic podcast, brought to you by the Anything But Credible Network. On Going Off Topic, I look at all forms of media, from different real and theoretical angles that you don't usually hear about. From movies, to TV, to music, to sports, to gaming, to anything really. You never know what the topic will be, but you're guaranteed a new angle and a different conversation about it, that's for sure. You can find Going Off Topic anywhere and everywhere that you get your podcasts. Check out our social media feeds on Facebook, Going Off Topic with Kyle Fauché, on Twitter, going_off_topic, and don't forget about anythingbutcredible.com, where you can find everything for the pod, including the written blog post. That's right, we're carrying over the Going Off Topic blog to anythingbutcredible.com too. So check it all out there, and I'll catch you on the next topic.
Welcome to Hockey Talks by Offended, presented by PWP Nation. It's your boys, Tricky and Stoutsy.
What's up, hockey marks?
What is up? The playoffs have started. I love playoff hockey, and I hate playoff hockey at the same time.
Oh, yeah. It's the best love-hate relationship you'll ever find.
Seriously, it really is.
Yeah.
Holy
yeah, it
shit.
is. What a start.
Yeah. Yeah. What a start, and now it's just like, God damn it. Here we are again.
Yeah. I don't know. I mean, we did our last week was our beginning of playoff hockey talks, correct?
Yes.
We did our predictions, and I think we'll be okay on some, but boy, do we look stupid on a couple.
Yes, we do. Actually, you are okay right now. Oh, wait, no, you're not. Your bracket's kind of fucked now that I'm looking at it.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Game prediction-wise, yes, I believe, but, just talk about guaranteed wins, I don't know.
Yeah.
Don't know.
So,
But I love it.
We both picked Tampa Bay in 4. Okay. It's Columbus in 4. So, just like, oh my god,
man! What's worse? What's the worst part about that? Is that we were both just like cocky and guaranteed. Like it was just like, no, yeah. I mean, it's got to be 4. I mean, Tampa's got to.
For me, I was like, I still don't think Tampa Bay. I picked Tampa in 4, but even on the episode last week, I was like, I just think like they peaked way too soon, and like, I don't know, like I think they're gonna get like either killed next round or it's gonna be like a 7-game series, and now that doesn't even matter. Like,
yeah, nope, yeah, especially since I had Tampa going all the way to the Cup, and yeah,
I had Tampa losing next round, so it's not like it's not that big of a blow for me. But
huge blow for your boy Stoutsy.
Yeah, I think. Mean,
honestly, dude, like I don't feel like an idiot because who saw this coming,
right?
Right. So I mean, but I love it. I love it
too. I mean, my bracket could be fucked if the Blues don't start waking up. So
yeah, so will mine.
I told myself I wasn't going to pick the Blues. I said it last week. I'm not going to pick the Blues. Not going to pick the Blues. Pick the Blues.
Yep. Sure did.
Yep, but we'll talk about the Blues at the end of the show, just because, we'll go into a full-blown rant. But while we're on, let's start with Tampa Bay, Columbus. Columbus just fucking steamrolling through Tampa Bay. It wasn't even fucking close.
No, I mean, game one was a close one. I believe. I think it was like 3-2. It was like 3-2, something like that. The score.
It was 4-3 was game one, and then after that, Tampa Bay looked like they didn't even have a fucking chance. Game 2, 5-1 Columbus.
Yeah.
Game 3, 3-1 Columbus, and then game 4, 7-3 Columbus.
Yeah, I mean, obviously with I think it was like 3 empty netters in game, or like 2 empty netters in game 4, but whatever. Still,
right?
So that's a 5-3 game, and yeah. I mean, game 1 it was like, well, okay, well, Blue Jackets pulled one out. Game 2 is when I was like, wow, the Lightning do not look like Tampa.
No, I mean, when Eric Centernack, am I pronouncing that right? Eric Centernack?
I believe so.
Defenseman. When their defenseman is leading the team in points for this series for the Tampa Bay at 3 points, you got fucking issues.
Yeah. You do.
And Valesky was, I mean, his save percentage was just god awful in this too.
Yeah. Everything just everything just fell off. It was like everything bad. I mean, that just wasn't Tampa.
No, not at all.
That wasn't the Tampa Bay Lightning.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just, I don't know.
It's crazy. Matt Duchene, he just came through, woke up. He fucking just took off. He has 7 points in that series.
Yeah, him. I mean, I can never say this fucker's name.
Bobrovsky.
Bobrovsky. I guess is the V silent in that? Is that what that is? Because
Sergei Bobrovsky.
Yeah, I'm just gonna call him Sergei.
Yeah, just call him Sergei. There you go.
The netminder. I mean, the guy played incredible against even though it wasn't the Tampa Bay Lightning team, they still have offensive power and they were firing shots at him and just stood on his head. Mm-hmm. I mean, the only way, and I tweeted this a bunch. I know you saw it. The only way I can describe this is just like heart over everything. Just won this series for Columbus, and it comes down to that. It was game 1 when John Tortorella went into because Tampa was up 3-0, game 1,
and Columbus came back.
And John,
I forgot about that.
Did you see? Yeah, because it was 3-0. And everybody's just like, see ya, Columbus. I was like, see ya, Columbus. This is what I expected. John Tortorella had that. Did you see the video of him in the locker room? Yeah. When he gave that speech, he was like, fuck skill, fuck X's and O's. It all comes down to one. I'm paraphrasing. If you want it more, you want this, you can take it and stuff. And John Tortorella lit a fire under my ass. I was like, all right, come on, Columbus, come out and do something. I was like, I think I turned. I turned on Tampa, and I was like, "Damn, John Tortorella, you're fucking." Because he's preaching everything that I preach about playoff hockey. You gotta have heart. Yeah, and they come out and fucking pop in 3 and pop in 4 and win game 1. I mean, that's a lot of credit to that to Tortorella too. For he could have. I mean, I know he wouldn't, but when you're down 3-0 against Tampa, the hottest team, the best team in the league. That's gotta fuck with you mentally. Like, fuck, dude. Like, there's no way we can beat these guys. Like, look at this team. And I mean, yeah, just heart. I love it. Yeah, Jesus Christ, man, dude.
Just fucking the fans spilling the beer on Tortorella last night was hilarious, and he didn't even fucking care. He looked up at the face like, this is awesome.
He laughed. He was looking up. He was like, what the hell? And he looks at the guy banging on the glass, and he's just laughing, dude. Yeah. I mean, you could tell it's like, holy shit, man. He was like, this is awesome.
Dude, I love Tortorella, man. I fucking love Tortorella. Even back when he was coaching New York and they had that 24/7 series on HBO, he's a fucking cool dude, man. Like, he kept in touch with this little kid who was sick, like, through Make-A-Wish Foundation, calls him before every hockey game and, like, checks up on him. Like, that's a fucking cool dude. Like, he doesn't have to do that.
No, he just gets a bad people. The people that don't like him are the insensitive ones that don't like how he treats interviewers or that he's got edge to him. I like
Scott
that.
Wheeler saying there's no need for hockey, or there's no need for fighting in hockey.
Yeah, shut the fuck up. Knock the fucking wheels off your last name, you piece of shit. Yeah, God, what an idiot. Don't even get me started on that one. That fired me up. But yeah, some people don't like John Tortorella. To me, he's like the guy you hate on the other team, but if he was behind your bench, you want him.
Yeah, fuck yeah. It's like Berube.
He can be a dick. He's a dick to interviewers, but sometimes the interviewers, I love it because interviewers can be some of the biggest assholes, the biggest dumbasses. They try to stir the pot, and he doesn't let them do it. He's like, I know what you want me to say, and I'm not going to say it, okay? Mm-hmm. I'm not going to play into your fucking games, all right? So next question, or get the fuck out. And like you said, all the little stuff that he does, like that little kid stuff that goes, unnoticed, and he doesn't care. He doesn't care if it gets noticed or not. He's a good guy off that bench and out of that hockey rink. In that hockey rink, he's a competitor. Mm-hmm. And that's what you want. You don't want some goddamn napkin-ass coach sitting behind your bench saying, "It's okay, boys. Oh, hey, Mr. Interviewer. Yeah, we lost, but hey.
Get the fuck off the ice, Revo.
It'll be okay. Get the fuck off the ice, Revo." Yeah, so just incredible that by everybody all around, coaches, that team.
Yeah, fucking the bread man laughing in Kucherov's face, basically.
What was okay? Are they buddies?
Yeah, they're like really good friends. That's why he was like doing that. But like, because I think Kucherov made like a face at him or something like right before, and I think he just started laughing.
Because there's like a video, and I saw it, and it sounds like the announcer's like, these two aren't good. I could have sworn he said they aren't best of friends or something like that. Maybe he said are, but I thought he said aren't, and I was like, no way would two guys like that.
Yeah, no, they're like pretty close, I think.
I was going to say, because it's like when we beat the Hawks and Tarasenko kind of gave a big smile to Panarin.
Yeah.
Remember that? And Panarin kind of was like, and just gave him a hug, I was like, I hope this announcer's saying are, not aren't, because that would just be a dick move by Panarin to just laugh in the leading scorer's face, like, ha ha, buddy. I'd be like, whoa.
I mean, thinking about it's kind of funny, but fucking Blue Jackets, man, first playoff series win ever in franchise history.
Crazy.
It's crazy. Love it. Fucking love it.
And it's a sweep against Tampa. Yeah. And to everybody panicking about Tampa, or they want to like call for John Cooper's head, or they need to do this or that. Shut up. That's a good team. They're fine. They just won 62 games. You want to get rid of a coach because they fucked up in the playoffs? Yeah, he fucked up. They fucked up when it really, really mattered. You start just tearing that team down, you're just gonna fuck yourselves.
Right.
Team's fine. They have the best skill I've ever seen in the league in a while, as a whole. Defensively, defensively usually will help, but offensively, that team's going to be fine. I expect them to be back in the playoffs next year. I expect them to be more fired up. They won't put up 62 wins. I'm assuming 50 at least, and they'll be fine. So shut up. Leave John Cooper alone. Quit being dumb fucks.
Yeah. One last thing on this series. I was so happy Spit and Chicklets brought this up because I thought I was like the only one that noticed it. After the Game 2 loss, after Tampa Bay lost Game 2, they are interviewing Cooper. And dude, he didn't have any answers, nothing. Like for what the reporters were asking him. And I was like, I legit thought to myself, they're going to get swept. Like, that looks like a coach who's not confident, right at all right now. And Biz Nasty brought it up on Chicklets. I'm like, thank you. I thought I was the only one that noticed that. Nobody else was talking about that interview. Because like all these reporters kept asking him interviews, and he just was like kind of brushing it off, and was just like, yeah, we'll get back. And it's just like, oh my god, dude, you do not sound confident at all. Like,
yeah, I mean, maybe he could sense it in his players. Maybe he saw and was like, this is going to be. And to me, yes, a coach does matter in the playoffs, but honestly, he can't go out there and play for him.
Right.
Those players do have to want it. They can put the lineup out there. He put the best lineup out there. He can't go out there and put up points for Kucherov, for fucking Stammer, for those guys. They have to want it. They have to go out there and want it. He can give them the game plan, and unless they go out there and do it, there's nothing more he can do. He can't strap them up,
Right.
But yeah, I didn't see that interview, but from what you're saying, I mean, yeah, he was probably just like, he was probably just caught off guard. I think he got caught off guard and was just like, I don't know what more to do.
Yep.
And, like Kurt Brooks said, you can't rely on talent alone.
You can't. You gotta have heart. You gotta have heart, Gene.
That's my favorite GIF right now.
Dude, the Blues need to watch that fucking GIF.
Mm-hmm.
Just watch that part. Just watch that part in the movie. Gotta have heart.
Mm-hmm. DB42, baby.
Yeah, no doubt. Let's move on to Pittsburgh, New York Islanders. For the first time in Sidney Crosby's playoff career, he did not register a point in his first 3 playoff games. This is going back to like fucking 2007, I think.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Fucking insane, dude. That's
you know what's
fucking
funny
insane.
You know what's funny is people are probably ripping him apart for not putting up a point, and it's like, okay, yes, it's the guy you need, but calm the fuck down.
He got one in Game 4, right?
Yeah, like, calm down. It's Sidney Crosby. He's done enough for you. I think he's earned the respect of you to not rip him for a playoff series.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, that's crazy. I mean, that's just kudos to the Islanders defense for shutting them down. What did Malkin do? Did he
3
put up
points, 1 goal?
I mean, this series, I don't see this as much of an upset as the Tampa one. Not because I think the Islanders are, not because of like who's better or worse, but the games seemed a little more competitive. If you get what I'm saying, you know what I'm saying? Like I watched not like all 60 minutes of every playoff game so far, but I've caught a good amount, and it was kind of back and forth or here and there. Pittsburgh would take a lead, Islanders would come back, or vice versa, and it's just the Islanders were able to come out on top 4 straight.
Personally, I thought that this was kind of the most boring series of the playoffs so far. And there was, to me, it was just kind of like safe hockey. Like, nobody was really doing anything. Like, at least in the fucking Tampa Bay Columbus game, they were hitting the shit out of each other. Like, big time hitting the shit out of each other. This series, there wasn't a whole lot to that. And it was just kind of just, Islanders just looked faster, man. Like, they looked a lot faster.
Yeah, they just wanted it a little bit more than Pittsburgh.
Yep, which is weird. And all these people ripping on Matt Murray. Matt Murray, like, is the reason why these games weren't like 5-1 or 6-1. Like, his save percentage is still pretty decent for like a losing record. Like, let's see, Game 1. Again, it's kind of like the Tampa Bay series. The only game that was close was Game 1. That went to overtime. Islanders won. Game 2, 3-1. Game 2, 3-1. Game 3, 4-1. And Game 4, 3-1. I mean, New York just shut them down. Yeah,
and the Islanders were able to, like you said, it was kind of safe hockey by both, but the Islanders were able to find the back of the net, just squeak some through more. And I don't know what their power play percentage was. I mean, obviously we know Pittsburgh sucked on the power play this series. I don't know if the Islanders, where they scored a majority of their goals, if it was 5-on-5 or 5-on-4, but
fucking doesn't say. Of course, it gives me regular season analysis, which the fucking New York power play was the second worst in the league.
Jeez.
And Pittsburgh's was 5th.
Wow.
Yeah. But look at this. Goals against. Islanders were 1st in the league. I didn't know that.
Wow. Yeah. They were 1st in the league?
Yep.
Holy shit. And gave up 3 in Game 1 and then just won the rest of the games? That's impressive. Their defense they stepped up.
But is goals against, is that reversed? Like that? If they're 1st in the league, is that a good thing?
Oh.
I think that's a positive.
Hold on.
Yeah, because it says Pittsburgh is 14th.
It is.
Yeah.
Yeah, it is reversed. I was thinking the
yeah.
I actually had to go into my brain and think about when I play NHL 19 and look at like goals against stats and stuff, who's first, and it always throws me off. It's like they've given up 29 and they're the top team. I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, oh yeah, duh.
Dude, I didn't realize their defense was that good.
Yeah, I mean,
Halak's having a hell of a year.
I don't think they have any I don't think they have 6 solid star defensemen. They're just
no.
What'd you say, Halak?
Yeah, nothing on that. Nothing on that. It was Robin Leitner.
Kind of went over my head. Halak, yeah. Why isn't he playing for the Blues? But yeah, I mean, their defense just steady, man. I mean, it takes a lot to shut down the Penguins, and guess if anybody's going to do it, it's going to be them.
Yep.
I want to shout out to last night's game. STL own old buddy Scott Mayfield came up with a huge kick save for the Flames in front of the net. I don't know if you saw the clip I posted, but yeah, I think it was before the Islanders took. I think the Pittsburgh could have tied it up or something, and he just he was in the crease and put out the old street hockey. You know, when you play street hockey, if you didn't have pads, you just played goalie and it threw out the kick save and saved another one. And I was like, "You son of a bitch! I hate that you're in the Stanley Cup playoffs right now."
Yeah, I mean, Islanders. Genny Malkin was the leader on the Pittsburgh Penguins with 3 points. The Islanders, Jordan Eberle, 6 points, 4 goals, 2 assists, and Matthew Barzal, with 5 assists. Fucking, their top line.
Barzy, baby.
They're getting it done.
Top lines throughout the playoffs are getting it done, except for one team. I want to say.
Well, you have one person who looks like he wants it, and then you have the rest who are just kind of like.
Yeah,
we'll get to that in a minute. I just want to touch on a couple other series real quick. Let's go to fucking Capitals and Hurricanes, just because I want to talk about fucking Ivan Drago knocking out fucking that rookie from Carolina. I can't think of his name right now. Holy shit, dude.
Yeah.
Shashenskinov?
Yeah.
I don't even know how to pronounce his name.
Yeah. And that other guy was Ovechkin.
Yeah, and the other guy who was Alexander Ovechkin. Fucking, this is a pretty even series right now. I'm not going to lie. It's a 2-1 going to Washington. Washington game 1 won 4-2. Game 2 went to an overtime with Washington coming out on top. And then you have game 3 with Carolina just, holy fucking just putting the biscuit in the basket 5 times to nothing. I mean.
Yeah. This series might go deep.
Yeah. And we got game 4 tonight. Yeah, I think it's tonight. No, it's tomorrow. Why did they get 2 days off?
Probably scheduling. There's probably already something scheduled at the thing. I think the same thing happened with Nashville. They had 2 days off after their first game.
Did they really?
Yeah. Because they played Wednesday and then didn't play till Saturday.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, because I was like, me and my dad were like, what the fuck, they have 2 days off? It's like, probably, which is, it's, I guess some teams you just get lucky and that happens, but, they schedule, obviously, they schedule events and stuff, and you can't predict who's going to be the home team, away team when playoffs come, so,
right.
You got to, venues want to make money any way they can, so they're not going to just wait until, hope that your hockey team makes the playoffs and has those days, so, But yeah, they really play tomorrow?
Yep, tomorrow.
Okay. I don't want to say anything guaranteed because of what just happened with the Tampa, but I want to say the Caps should be able to pull this series out.
Yeah, but, I don't know, man. I'm not going to say anything anymore. Fucking Columbus and Islanders, man. I would not be surprised if Carolina ends up winning tomorrow.
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't either. This might be a series that goes 6-7 games, and it's what we didn't expect, but that's playoff hockey, baby. But I want to say on that Ovechkin fight, you never want to see. There is nothing wrong with the fight, and we've seen it happen before in fights. It happens every so often where a guy, he falls back and his helmet comes up and he bounces his head off the ice. You don't want to see that. When a guy gets into a fight, he's not hoping for a guy to bounce his head off the ice. I'm sure if they asked Ovechkin, he'd probably like, oh yeah, the fight happened. He goes, if they were to ask him like, yeah, his head hit off the ice, he'd be like, yeah, nobody wants that to happen. But it did, unfortunately, and you don't want to see it. But hey, that doesn't mean you take fighting out of hockey because that happened.
Right.
It's, I don't know. But yeah, I don't know, man. This is why I don't bet on playoff hockey.
Dude, it could go either way.
Yeah.
Unless you're like my uncle who just always bets against the Blues, so that way he can walks out with some money if the Blues lose, which is kind of smart, I guess.
Yeah, it is. I just can't bet against my own team.
Normally, when he bets, he does it because when he bets against the Blues, Blues end up winning. Like,
oh yeah.
I was like, damn, that's a fan.
Whatever works.
Yeah, whatever it takes. Before we get into the Blues series, real quick, couple other series. So I want to say Golden Knights are looking fucking scary.
Yeah, I didn't think
flying.
After game 1, I was a little worried.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah.
Honestly, after that game, I think the Knights might be the best playoff team going right now.
Yeah, as a whole, definitely. I mean, after game 1, they've just been they turned on the right gear, and they've just been. They look like the Knights almost from last year, where they were just kind of just running over people, dominating.
Yep, so true. And shout out to what Ryan Reeves said, Joe Thornton. I've got a buddy, this is what Ryan Reeves said on the Joe Thornton's hit that got him suspended for one game. I've got a buddy with a grandpa who's going through the same thing. He can't see very well because he's getting old, needs glasses. If he gets suspended, he's going to have a hard time seeing from the press box, too.
And then fucking what's his name, Kane, coming out trying to chirp Reeves.
Oh, I know.
He tries to chirp him for the fight and be like, I don't think he even landed a punch. Shut up, buddy. Watch the fight.
Yeah, dude, you got worked.
You got worked, bud.
And not to mention, he invaded him like quickly at the start of the fight. Like Kane kind of skated away for a second and went back into the fight. So for you people who said Kane didn't run away, or who's giving me shit for saying Kane didn't run away, he fucking ran away from him for like a couple seconds and went back into the fight because he looked like a little bitch. Like,
yeah, and then just got worked.
Yeah.
To say Reeves didn't land a punch.
When you go to fight somebody, you don't evade them and skate around the referee, then go back into the fight. That's running. Like.
Yeah, and plus just a dumb move because then you're just getting Ryan Reeves a chance to get set up, and then you're just done.
Right.
And that's what happened.
He didn't.
He should have just shut his mouth.
Yeah.
He should have shut his mouth, and he'd have a lot more. I give respect to anybody that goes after Reeves. You have a set of nuts. Yeah. If he just would have shut his mouth, nobody would care.
Right.
But you open your mouth on a fight with Ryan Reeves, you're stupid.
Dude,
ask Tom Wilson.
The best are the fucking comments on Facebook and Twitter that Spittin' Chicklets posted that. They posted that comment from Vander Kane, and all the gifs are just like, shut your mouth. Like, just sit down, buddy. Like, good try, but sit down. Or like, or like the cringe gifs or whatever.
Yeah. The only chirp he had where it's like, okay, that does make sense, but also just shut up is where he was, after Reeves, I guess, chirp Jumbo, and Kane was like, the guy has fucking 1,000 assists, buddy. You have like, how many ever points? I was like, okay, that's true, but at the same time, shut up.
Yeah.
Just shut up. You think Reeves doesn't know that fucking Jumbo is one of the fucking best players?
Dude, it's hilarious. It legitimately seems like Reeves has become like a fan favorite around the league. Like, and players seem to like really like Reeves now too. Like more than normal.
Oh yeah, well, he's a good dude. He's a good dude, and you want him on the team. You want him in the locker room. People don't care if the guy puts up fucking 10 points in the year. He busts his ass off, and he still plays like this. He's like probably the best. And people are like, "Oh, fucking Tom Wilson." No, whatever. Fuck that guy. As a skilled enforcer, Reeves brings a fucking energy to a team that you can't find. A controlled energy too. Tom Wilson gets suspended left and right. Fucking Reeves has a controlled anger out there.
Yep.
And he can get under your skin in any way. He's physical. He makes teams. He's not a guy you just want to. You can be like, just ignore him on the ice or when he has the puck. He can make plays. He'll make you pay for some stuff. You can't just leave that guy hanging around. And
right.
Yeah, I think that's why he's a fan favorite on the league. He's a fan favorite in Vegas. Good for him. I'm glad. I hate that he left the Blues. I'm glad he ended up in Vegas because it's been so good for him.
Yeah.
Because people just love him more. Yeah. And it's like, we loved you first.
But, we loved you first.
We're happy that you're happy.
And moving, let's get to...
You want to talk Flames Avs real quick? Or
Yeah, I mean, I was just gonna say Flames Avs and Predators Stars. Those two series to me are like pretty much the same in terms of fucking phenomenal playoff hockey.
yeah,
Both series, man. All four teams are just hitting the fuck out of each other.
yeah, they are. And I feel like the Flames don't play that style of hockey, but you have to against the Avs because they do.
Mm-hmm.
Which I think has maybe kind of slowed the Flames down a bit. That's one of the series I haven't watched too much of for some reason. Maybe the game is at the same time as the Blues, or I don't fucking know.
I was flipping back and forth between that and the Nashville-Dallas game the other night.
I can't watch Nashville-Dallas. I just hate them both.
Dude, this series is so good. It might be my favorite playoff series right now. They just hit the fuck out of each other, man. And Sagan is so much fun to watch.
Oh, yeah, he's good.
Yeah, he's good.
He's good. Yeah, he's good, man. He's good. He can fuck you.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah, those are two series that I don't know. I mean, we said it. We said Dallas wasn't going to be easy. I still think Nashville wins the series, but like we both said, Dallas is going to be tough.
Yeah,
they'll make you fight for it, and yeah, I don't know.
What's I gonna say? Did you see what happened in the Nashville-Dallas game when Austin Watson was in the box?
No, I didn't. You texted me about it, but I was flipping through that. And when was that? Monday?
It was Monday night. I'm pretty sure he got a fan ejected.
Did he?
I think so. I think the fan was chirping him, and he told the fan, I guess, basically to get the fuck out, and the security went and got him.
What a douche.
I know. I'm pretty sure that's what happened. I'm looking it up now. I could be wrong. Dallas fan. I'm not seeing anything.
They didn't get him ejected. He might have got him like moved away from the whatever, but still, like, shut up, bud. You're in the box. Just take it.
Mm-hmm.
Don't be a pussy.
Stars fan got ejected for doing something to Watson in penalty box. Interesting. Hashtag Stanley Cup. Thank you for the information.
Yeah. What did they say? What the guy did or anything?
No, nothing saying what he did. Nothing. There was a delay in the game for a second because the referee were skating over, telling the fan to even like get out. Like, I don't know. It's weird. But everything I'm looking up right now, it doesn't say like what the guy did.
Yeah, I mean, unless we find out more that maybe if the guy did, obviously if you throw something at the player, you have something like that. I don't fucking know.
Right.
Yeah, you deserve to go, but you think that would come out by now?
Right. Definitely. And one last thing before we get to the Blues, Nazem Kadri is a piece of shit.
And a dumbass.
Yeah, a fucking big fucking dumbass.
He is more of a dumbass than a piece of shit, to be honestly. I mean, he is a piece of shit, but like after that, you are a dumbass. If you were on my team, I would have been ripping you apart at that point in the game.
Suspended for the entire first round. I like the move. Honestly, I would suspend him for the first 2 rounds. Fuck him.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah.
He blatantly he was skating over and cross-checked him in the fucking face. Like,
just cross-check him in the fucking chest or in the arm.
Yeah.
For the love of God. And I know who hit, I'm drawing a blank on his name. It's no, some with a D maybe.
Fuck.
Dubak, something.
I keep wanting to say DeBrincat, but he plays for Chicago.
Fucking goddamn.
Oh my God!
Shit.
Who did he hit? That's gonna drive me fucking crazy. DeBrusk.
DeBrusk. There we go. I knew it was something like that. Yeah, and I know DeBrusk kind of had.
DeBrusk. I was close enough.
I know he was kind of maybe being a little. I hate using the word cheap in the playoffs, except for like on that Kadri hit. I find it more just like you're playing a little dirtier to get under the skin of some guys a little bit,
right.
Which you don't want to see. That's the playoffs, guys. Everybody that's like cheap. Shut up. It's just fucking it's playoff. It's a little
hockey.
Dirtier. It's what happens.
Yeah.
I know there was that knee to knee that I thought yeah, you blame both of them. I feel like they kind of, I think, because the hit was on Kadri, right? Like the knee to knee. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
I think it was. I think he kind of positioned himself weird, whatever. But with, what was it, like 5 minutes left? I think they're down 2. Toronto was? When he made the hit, when he made the cross check?
Yeah.
I think they were down 2, 5 minutes left. That's plenty of time to pop in 2 and come back. Plenty of time. And he ran, or he didn't run, DeBrusk. He hit Marlowe. Unfortunately, it was right at that little stanchion curve thing. Yeah, I get that it's Marlowe, whatever, but it's the playoffs. You hit everybody out there. Doesn't matter who they are.
You don't fucking cross-check
You
somebody in the
don't
side
come
of the
down and take your team out of the game with a cross-check to the head because they hit Marlowe.
Right.
That's the dumbest thing. That happened, and I just go, I was like, okay, that was cheap. But I was like, you are the dumbest fucker. You're getting a 5 for sure. Whether you get ejected or not, you're getting a 5 for that. And you just took your team out of the fucking game.
Yep.
With 5 minutes left in the third, down 2, and you're Toronto. And honestly, this has been one of my favorite series so far. And you just take your team who has skill to score out of the game. Just dumb. If I was the coach and he didn't get suspended, I would have sat him.
Oh, yeah. Fuck
For
yeah.
that. That's
Fuck,
you
if I was
being
a player,
selfish.
I may punch him in the face in the locker room. Like,
That's you being selfish as a player because you want to get back at a guy. Guess what? But it's a 7-game series. You're going to see that guy for 2, 3, 4 more games. Get a chance. You'll have another chance at him to fucking lay him out or something. Or drop the gloves. Not when you're down 2 when you need to win a game and you fucking do that. Oh my, that pissed me off. And I'm not even. Well, I do like Toronto, but come on, man. Like, you got to be smarter than that. That's dumb, selfish hockey.
it is. It totally was.
Jesus, man. What an idiot. He deserves it. You're right. He deserves 2 rounds.
I think he does. I think he totally does. Fucking.
That's cheap, man.
It is cheap. He's lucky. DeBrusk is lucky that he doesn't have, like, a concussion and he's out for, like, the rest of the playoffs. Or does he have a concussion?
That I don't know.
Like,
I don't know.
Jesus Christ, man. Like, control your anger. Like, fuck.
Yeah. And the thing is, it was like, I mean, he was, I guess you could say he was by him, but he wasn't really by him. He skated over there to do that. I mean, like I said, cross-check him in the arm, you have a little scuffle with him. Maybe the refs usually, we've seen it, the refs will be like, break it up, let's go, play the game, and they'll walk away. Do that instead, and then get him later in the next game or something. Don't fucking cross-check him in the head, you stupid shit.
Yeah. He must have apologized to the locker room after the game, though, because the next day, Kadri was leading the fucking team in stretching at practice.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm sure he did. I'm sure he feels like an idiot for what he did. I'm sure he probably feels bad. His emotions got the best of him, obviously, but still, he better he better send an apology to fucking DeBrusk because that's cheap.
Yeah,
that's cheap. I don't care about knee to knees happen. You know, sometimes they're cheap, sometimes they're not. I get your knee could be taken out and ruin your hockey career, but come on, man, to his fucking head. When head contact's a huge problem in the goddamn game, come on, dude. You got to be smarter.
Right. Totally agree. Do they play tonight by any chance? That might be a good game to watch.
I'd want to say so because they didn't play last night.
With Maple Leafs leading the series 2-1.
Yep. They play at 6 o'clock. Preds play at 7. Flames Avs at 9.
And so far they keep going win 1, lose 1, win 1, and we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I mean, Leafs won the first game 4-1. Bruins come back, win the game 2 4-1. Then you get a 3-2 game. We both said it. I think we have this series going 7.
Yes. Yeah,
you got Boston. I got Toronto.
I think I have Boston going 7 games like throughout the whole fucking playoffs. I have them going to the cup.
You do, which I wouldn't be surprised, man. They're a team that
they're gritty, man.
Yeah, they're built for a 7-game series.
They really are.
Yeah. They're I don't know. This is I like the series a lot. I like it. It's back and forth. It's other than the cheap stuff, it is still physical in a good way, and it's gonna be a battle, man.
It is. All right, here we go.
Let's get into it.
St. Louis Blues, Winnipeg Jets series tied at 2.
It's over. We're done. Pack it in.
You sound like my fucking uncle. My uncle's like that after like every game, no matter what. Like we lose one game in the regular season, he's like, "Oh, we're done. We're not winning the cup. What are we watching?"
Yep. Oh, great. We lost a game. Oh,
Yep.
We didn't win 16 straight. This is
It
ridiculous.
drives me nuts. Now I'm accustomed to it. Now I just act like I care with him.
Oh yeah, that's how my buddy Mikey is. I'm like, just be quiet. I'm just gonna let you complain. You're bitching about the refs. Shut up. Refs would hate you on the ice. Be quiet.
God, I was so mad after last game though. Game 4, man. Oh boy.
Yeah, man. The best tweet I saw about it, and I don't know if you saw me retweet it, was this Blues game was like going to the best part of your life and then getting mugged on the way home.
Yeah, it was. It really was.
Yeah.
But they played a great first period.
Oh, phenomenal. They did everything right in the first period.
They played a great first period. The second period was decent. It wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad. Winnipeg just picked up their game, but I think we matched it. Winnipeg just picked it up.
We
At the
did.
End of the second is when you could tell it was like, what the fuck are we doing?
Yeah, and then the third period rolls around. Tarasenko buries a butte, and on the power play nonetheless, and fucking
Sit back.
yeah, we played pretty decent, and it was like, I want to say it was like 3 minutes before the Jets scored their first goal, and it was like, what are we doing? Like our defense single-handedly lost us that game last night. With how slow they started skating, the turnovers, slow to the corners. What were they fucking doing?
And then our forwards, even in our zone, not being able to clear the puck out and stuff. We kept jamming it up the boards. It was like we became so predictable. You could sense it. I used to have a coach. We'd be playing, and we were fucking up. He'd be on the bench, and he would go, "They're going to get one," and he was 99% of the time right, because you could just sense it. You could feel it. You could just tell. It was like, what? They're too good of a team to keep turning the puck over in our zone, and giving them chances in the slot, especially to a guy like Line, who maybe didn't have the best season, but he's got the look in his eye of, I'm going to put the fucking puck in the net.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, I mean, you were texting me. I mean, I'd say it out of my mouth, and you send me a text, the same thing. Like, what the fuck are our D doing? Why are we sitting back? Why?
Yeah, I mean, fucking Bortuzzo and Edmondson looked horrible last night, dude.
So bad.
What was Bortuzzo like half? Did he take like a Xanax before the game? And it was just like, I kind of got the puck. Like, what the fuck?
Yeah, man, it was just a fucking mental breakdown of defense. I mean, not clearing the puck cost us that game.
It totally did. It totally did. Oh, we didn't clear the puck in the overtime, and if we would have cleared the puck, who knows what would have happened? But we didn't we couldn't get the puck out of the zone, and the Jets just kept it in. And fucking Braden Shen is driving me fucking crazy too. On top of all this, dude.
Oh my god, this is the worst I've ever seen Braden Shen.
Yeah, like
I don't know what it is. It's like, come on, man. We know you got it in you. Find it, man. You got to find it.
Where was the Braden Shen from? Like him punching like Buffalo in the face, like basically. Like where did that Shen go? Like
yeah,
he had like 2 good shifts. So honestly, Shen has had like 2 good shifts like this whole series. Like he is driving me fucking crazy. And
yeah.
And you know who else is fucking driving me crazy? And I would legit bench him. You want to take a guess? Because I would bench him in a fucking heartbeat. But you know it's not going to happen.
Schwartz.
Yep. Jaden fucking Schwartz, I would bench in a fucking heartbeat.
Yep, so would I.
He isn't doing shit. He can't stay on his feet. Like,
nope, he's weak. He does the same fucking goddamn pull-up move, which I know somewhat works, but not when they're reading it now. They know that's what he's going to do every time. You got to start taking the puck north, man. The goalie knows you're not going to shoot.
Right.
Start shooting because he thinks you're not.
Put Sammy Blais in his spot.
The fuck, I'd put Fabry up on his line.
Fuck it. Yeah, dude, Fabry was flying last night. Fabry, to be honest, Fabry and Tarasenko were the only 2 skaters on the ice that I thought were doing anything last night. That at least were skating around and trying to make plays happen. There was some guy walking to his car last night, and he's like, what the fuck was Tarasenko doing? I legit said out loud, I go, how the fuck can you blame Tarasenko? Like,
oh, yeah.
And the guy just turned around and looked at me, and like, two other people were like, yeah, man, how can you blame Tarasenko? Like, he was he was one of the only few players for us who was actually skating and trying to make plays happen.
Yeah, and I think he's been moving his feet pretty okay the whole series. I think last night was probably the best I've seen him, but
dude,
obviously
O'Reilly are double marked.
Yeah, and O'Reilly's. I think O'Reilly's doing what O'Reilly's doing. He's winning fucking 75% of faceoffs. He's putting the effort in. We don't have to speak about O'Reilly. He's busting his ass. We see that, and
they need to take Shen off that line.
We do need Tarasenko to 5-on-5. He needs to start finding a way. Like you said, he is getting. They're doing a great job shutting down our top line, and we are not shutting down theirs.
Right. Well, we're leaving
and that's
fucking
what it comes down to.
wide open. We're leaving Kyle
wide
Connors
open.
Wide open. Like
wide open, and he has too good of a shot.
Yeah.
Too good of a shot that even the best goaltenders in the league, even Jordan Bennington, one's gonna beat him. It's like Tarasenko. He has a good shot. He's gonna beat a goalie.
And
it's
to these people who are saying fucking Alex Pietrangelo, well, he's leading the team in points right now. I'm like, yeah, but he's not playing fucking defense when we need him most. Like,
no, he looks.
How many times did he turn the fucking puck over last night?
Oh God, so many. He turns the puck over at the point. He's set up for like a one-timer, and he somehow fucks up the puck.
He was
catching a pass.
What a fucking surprise! He was out of position for that first goal.
Oh yeah. Yep.
Like, what a fucking shocker, right? Pietrangelo out of position on defense? No way.
The one time he decides to try to step up and fucking hit somebody, like, what an idiot.
Yeah.
He never does that, and he tries to do it, and he gets fucking burnt because he's not good enough to make that play.
No, he's not.
If he lets the guy come up to him to the blue line, that goal doesn't happen.
Right. I will say the one defenseman I thought that looked really good last night and has looked good this whole series, in my opinion, is Vince Dunn.
Vinny Dunn, baby. Vin Dunn's looked like a fucking veteran out there this series.
Yeah.
Game one, I remember he was a little sloppy, whatever, maybe a little rookie jitters, but other than that, he has been solid.
Yeah, and my grandpa last night was like, he made some mistakes at the end of the game. I'm like, yeah, he made mistakes because he has to do everything on his own on defense because fucking Pietrangelo's not helping out.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you noticed, but I did. He did a good job shutting down Line A one-on-one when he had to.
He did.
He did a phenomenal job. He got stick on puck, throwing his body at him, just trying to, even if he doesn't lay him out or he's not stronger than Line A, you put a little pressure on Line A to body on a guy like that. Mm-hmm. He's not going to be able to get a good shot off, and you're gonna take him out of his game a bit. I thought he did a phenomenal job last night. He was too. Him, Fabry, Barbashev, and I feel like there was one more player I want to say. No, well, really those three I thought looked phenomenal in the game. Barbashev was flying around, throwing his body around. I mean, maybe didn't get him any offensive chances, but the effort was there. Those three guys looked good to me.
I agree.
And Fabry did everything perfect in the first period. I was going to say that I forgot to say this earlier about him. For a guy who's been sitting all series or sitting a lot during the season, he's coming into a playoff game. He did everything you want a guy to do in the first period. He was flying, he was shooting, he was playing the body.
Dude, honestly,
he was getting every jitter out of the way and played a great first period.
Honestly, their defense could not keep up with Fabry. I would give him more minutes in the next game.
Mm-hmm. Give him fucking Schwartz's minutes.
Yeah, no shit. Fucking take Shen off that first line. Actually, you want to try and see if they can spark something? Put Shen and Schwartz together, because they sometimes have chemistry together.
That's true. They do.
See if that happens. Fucking move Perron to the first line. See if he can get open, put the puck in the net.
Yeah.
Since you're going to have Sanko double marked, they're going to be hitting O'Reilly. That leaves you with fucking Shen, who lost the puck. I can't tell you how many times this series has turned over the puck. He needs to get off that first line. He needs to get somebody up there with fucking skill that can contain the puck and get open and maybe put the puck in the net.
Yeah, and we know Shen can do that, but he's not doing it now. And it's like, all right, like I said, I'm not big on too many dramatic changes, but I think when you got two guys that just aren't doing shit for 4 games, it's like, okay, somebody's got to do something here.
I'm with you on not changing up the lines a whole lot, especially in the playoffs, but right now we look so predictable, like you said earlier. I think that we could play defense against the Blues and actually beat them. We know exactly what they're going to do.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And I think it's the same on our power play. I know Tarasenko, if he gets that shot and it goes in, it looks good. But in my opinion, we got to start working it down low more.
Dude,
because they know that shot's coming.
Yeah, I mean, what made me mad was you had on the power play right before the end of the third, we had a couple key opportunities to put that puck on net. And I was like, they're not. Katie leans over. She's like, why are they not shooting? I'm like, because they're going to fucking try to give it to Tarasenko. It's so predictable. Mm-hmm. And what do you know? They try to get that puck over to Senko. I'm like, and it gets blocked and it's cleared. And Katie's like, she's like, how do you know this? I'm like, because I watch Blues hockey. It's like, it's fucking, this is what we do. This is what the Blues do. They're so fucking predictable.
It's almost as bad as when their entry into the zone where it was so easy to defend forever because it was like, we know what they're doing.
Right.
And I think I wouldn't mind seeing, and I don't even want to put all your power on a first unit, but I'd have Vince Dunn getting dropped down to, I'd put him on the wall and set him up for one-timers or something.
Yeah.
I really would. I think it'd be something different because, honestly, a lot of people expect him maybe to probably pass more with Tarasenko out there if he was with him. You have a guy out there, and I think Vince Dunn is a pretty damn good one-timer, and he's got a knack for putting the fucking puck in the net as a defenseman.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe throw him out there, change it up, make him look for Tarasenko. Wham, bam, you got Dunn there, one-timer. Something they got to do something different, it's working it down low or setting up something because it's predictable and they're blocking everything. Credit to Winnipeg, they're blocking a lot of shots.
And what drives me crazy is on the other power play line, you have Patrick Maroon, who doesn't stand in front of the fucking net. Like, what do you do?
Like
Stay
he was
in
doing
front
at the
of the
beginning
net.
of the year?
Yeah. Stay in front of the net. What are you doing? Stop moving.
Yeah. Just all he needs to do is go from the net to below the goal line for outlet pass when things are getting too chippy up top. Then you work it down low, then he passes it back up, right back in front of the net.
Yeah. I mean, it's bugging me. This series is like, it's frustrating because I feel like we have really easy fixes, and we're not fixing these issues that are right in front of our fucking face. Like,
Yeah, that's what it is. That's really gets me about Blues fans. They go for the dramatic changes when it's like, no, it's an easy fix.
Yeah,
They're
it's
easy
an
fixes.
Extremely easy fix.
That just need to be happening. We'll be fine because. When, like I said, I think that when we were playing defensively, that third, we went to like a show. It's like we were playing that East-West fucking Hitchcock game again, and I was like,
yep. And
I know Berube is huge on playing North, and it's like I said, he can't go out there and do it for these guys, and we all know he's in that locker room firing them up, saying, "This is what you guys better fucking do this," And if they don't go out there and do it, I mean, that's not on him. We know what his game plan is.
Mm-hmm.
It's to attack.
Have to shout out fucking Bozak looks good. Fucking him and O'Reilly on faceoffs, man. Holy fuck.
Oh, my God. It's incredible. I texted you, and you agreed that Bozak's like our Troy Brouwer in this playoffs.
Dude, the last, 2 months, Bozak has been fucking great. He's been just solid, man. He's been consistent. He doesn't make a lot of mistakes, at all.
No. Yeah, consistent is the perfect word.
And we need players who are consistent. We have too many who are inconsistent.
Yep, like fucking Shannon Schwartz. It's like,
yep.
Fucking. The thing is, remember when Schwartz when he had that goalless streak, he was still doing a lot of things right.
Yeah,
we gave him credit for that. He was, but now he's not doing.
He's not doing it. He's not back checking.
No.
Where does back checking go? What the hell happened?
Yeah.
And
no shit.
Fucking Jordan Binnington is a fucking god.
Round of applause for him. That could have been a fucking 10-2 game.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, Jordan Binnington.
We should play Jake Allen.
I can't believe these fans, man.
Because he gave up 6 after game 3. Shut up.
I can't believe these fans right now.
They're the worst.
Actually, I can as I say that, I'm like, am I an idiot? I should I should.
No, we should be used to it by now.
Yeah, but it's still every time I see this, I'm like, why are you people acting like this? And then you have all these other fans yelling at other fans because they're upset with the Blues. They have every right to be upset with this team right now. They're not fucking playing good hockey, and the Blues are a better team. I'm sorry, the Blues are better than Winnipeg. I don't think Winnipeg is that good, honestly. I think we can beat Winnipeg.
They're fast and big, but if we play the Blue, if we play our hockey, our complete hockey game, I think, is better than their complete hockey game.
Yeah.
But we're given into their speed and physicality, which is their game. But if you take that away from them, if you try to shut them down, if you step up on them, you're going to, like in game 1 or 2, like we did, you're going to pull out wins. They're not going to be easy wins, but you're going to pull them out.
You got to grind against Winnipeg. You just got to keep grinding. And Winnipeg, though, they do kind of what we do. There's parts of Winnipeg's game where they stop playing. The only game I think they played a full 60 minutes was game 3.
Yeah.
Winnipeg was all over us in game 3.
Yeah, and we fucking just took it.
Yeah. We didn't. It looked like we didn't even try in game 3. Game 3 was such a frustrating game to watch because it looks like that nobody cared.
No, yeah. What we saw in period 1 of last night's game is what we wanted after game 3, because after game 3 it was like, what team was that? That was fucking October 2018 Blues.
Yeah.
That was bad. Who the fuck who brought that team back? And then, that's what was frustrating. It was like, come on. That's what frustrates me. I'm like, come on, guys, really? That's not us.
I do think the Blues come back. I think they come back and possibly win the next 2 games. I really do believe that.
I think so too, and I get, we're up. Everybody's like, we're up 2-0. We took 2 in Winnipeg. We should be fucking. We have them. Some people are like, we got them by the throat. I get that. 'Cause it's like we went up 2-0, but we don't have. I don't think we had them by the throat because it's not like we won like a 4-1 game or a 5-0 game like Columbus did Tampa or like Carolina just did or something like that. We squawk out. We squawk. Squeaked. Jesus. Hello. We squeaked out some wins. I mean, I'm not gonna say we didn't deserve the wins, but they could have won either way. So I think we deserved games 1 and 2. I think we did. I think we played game 2. I thought we looked really good for the whole game. Yeah. But I didn't think. I'm not surprised that the series is tied right now. Like I'm really not. But it's tied. It's tied because of fucking just stupidity and lack of effort.
It really
is.
Like
if we would have played a full 60, went to overtime and lost, yes, I'd be upset. But I'd also be like, fuck, damn, we looked good, and I'd have a lot more I'd still have a shit ton of confidence going into the next game.
Right. And,
but when you lose like that, it takes it out of you.
And let's bring it back to game 3 for 1 second. Blues were 1 goal off from tying that game.
If Pat Maroon just would have been able to bury that one.
Yep, that's exactly what I was going to say. Maroon missed a wide open shot. And that...
Well, I mean, credit to whatever their goal. He got over there kind of quick. It was... But yeah, Maroon needed to find a way to bury it. You had to bury it.
Yep.
That would have been huge.
Yep, yes it would have. And, I mean, if you bury that goal, that's a tie game. The rest of that game changes. And this is what's so frustrating about this series is that the Blues have had chances to finish out both games. And man, and honestly, all props to who scored Jets' first goal last night? Was it Scheifele?
Scheifele.
That was a hell of a goal. Goal.
Good old Dan was bitching on Twitter.
I know. I saw.
Fucking runs our goalie, and I was like, I get it. I get what he's saying, but at the same time,
young Daniel.
Yeah, young Daniel. I was like, at the same time, man, when you're crashing the net like that, and especially the way he reached out to tip it in, he was in no. You don't want to see it. You don't want anybody run your goalie like that, but he wasn't running the goalie, man. He's going for the goal. He's driving the net hard. Wasn't much he could do to get out of the way.
Right.
There really wasn't. And the thing is, when he hit him, he got him in the chest. I don't think he didn't extend his arms trying to fucking fuck up Bennington or nothing. It was just a bang bang play. But yeah, I mean, that was a hell of a goal. It
was a hell of a goal. It was a great goal. And it all what we fucked up on. If anybody should be bitching about anybody, we already talked about it. Pietrangelo.
Yeah, stepping up on that.
Out of position and left Vince Dunn by himself to man up 2 players. Basically, he's watching one player to his fucking left, and Scheifele just moving in on him.
Yeah, and Scheifele saw he got. I think it might have been maybe Sundqvist or somebody. Somebody was like, "Why didn't Sonny stay with this man?" It's like, yeah, Scheifele just got to step on him, man. I mean, he can't hook him and take him down. I don't know, but
gave him the old David Backes power move.
Yeah, he did. Drove the net, and that was a killer. But I was like, come on, fucking pull it out. But they tied it up and we went into like a defensive shell. It's like, what? No, you gotta.
What? What
the fuck are you doing, man? Knock it off.
What are you doing?
You gotta attack, man. Yeah, I mean, I don't know. Just boys need to step it up in front of Binnington because he's doing everything right. If we lose this series, nobody can blame Binnington. Even Game 3, I think maybe one of those 6 goals I'd really put on Binnington was the one over his glove that he got beat on.
Yeah.
Other than that, I mean, there was one deflected off Petro's stick.
How many
there was a couple deflections.
Key saves did Binnington make in the first period of that game?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, and then people are like, oh my God, how does he live in that goal against Bufflin? Dude, Bufflin just threw it at his helmet. It was at an angle. I don't like the goalie's not taught to put your head up against the fucking post.
Yeah.
And you can't put your blocker up high because then you just leave a slot for him to hit off your body and in.
Right.
He fucking just banked it off his helmet, man. I don't know. What the fuck are you gonna do on that one?
And shout out to the person in the lounge that said Bufflin is better than Pietrangelo. I 1000% agree, and I would take Bufflin in a fucking heartbeat on the Blues. Take him in a fucking heartbeat.
Oh, yeah. Without a doubt. When Petro has the puck, when a Carlson gets the puck, or even Doughty, or who's another fucking solid defenseman? I'm trying to think. Kane, not Kane. Ekman Larson, he's a defenseman, right?
Oliver Ekman Larson?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When I see guys like that with the puck as a defenseman, like in the playoffs or something, I'm like, something's going to get created here. Something's going to happen. When Petro has the puck, I don't get that feeling.
I don't either.
He doesn't move his feet. He doesn't, when he gets the puck in our zone, he doesn't try to fly up through the neutral zone or something like that.
Granted, like we said, Petrangelo's getting the points done right now, but we need him on defense more than anything. We need him to clear these pucks. We need him to block the shots. We need him to stay in position. Badly stay in position.
He's got to play a complete game every game in the playoffs, and he hasn't.
No, he hasn't at all.
It's crazy how much better Vince Dunn looks than him.
Yeah.
And he shouldn't.
No, he shouldn't at all. And I don't know if you have anything else to say about the Blues, but I'm looking forward to Game 5. I mean, no team has won at home, so let's hopefully we keep that going.
Yeah, that's why I don't give a fuck about home ice advantage. I really don't.
Dude, in the playoffs this year, it doesn't No, I mean, ice is ice, a net's a net. You got to play. The crowd can help you. You're excited. The crowd can get you up, but here's my thing. If I'm the away team and that's a loud crowd, I'm motivated to shut that fucking crowd up. Yep. And the Blues are playing good on the road.
I look at the motivation the same. Yeah, they are.
They have been.
100% right on that. Mm-hmm. Been really good on the road. So, I don't know. I'm not, we're both kind of the same. Whatever. Put that game in the past. Get ready for the next game.
Yep.
That's why, I mean, fuck. We got to look back to when we played Dallas and Chicago back-to-back 7 games. How we lose a game, we're like, fuck, this is over. And then it's why it's a 7-game series, people. I understand why people are frustrated. You're upset. I'm just as upset. I don't know if it's just because of me playing hockey my whole life or sports in general that not saying I was on a bunch of winning teams or I was on a bunch of losing teams, but I understand that if you sit there and harp on it, you can't change anything. It's over. They lost. Fucking get hyped up for the next game. Regroup. Berube's going to be on their asses like he's been all fucking playoffs. It comes down to them digging deep, playing with some fucking heart, not letting your foot off the pedal, and just fucking putting in work. It's what you got to do.
Yep. And
a lot easier said than done, but.
Yep. I will say, I don't know why, I'm just fucking confident that we will win this series. Even if we lose the next game, I'm still confident that we will still pull out this series.
So am I.
I don't know why. I am. But I'm just confident.
Because we've seen this team, how good they can be. We've seen it. We've seen them. They just we saw them bounce back after a bad game 3, and they played it good. I'll give them 2 periods of hockey, and we know what they can do. Just do it.
Yep.
We haven't seen them play consistently back-to-back terrible games since before, really January. So we know this team can fucking find it and fight back. That's why we're both confident. And everybody that's like, It's over. This team is trash. Trade them all. Move them. Fuck off.
Yeah, no doubt.
Go watch fucking tennis.
Dude, the amount of people are like, what can we get in the off season already? I'm just like, are you fucking kidding me? Like,
you know what we're getting in the off season? We're getting Oscar Sundqvist for a fucking steal.
Yeah, no shit.
That's what we're getting. That's what you focus on. Maybe move Schwartz. That's the only move I'll say right now.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, calm down. Playoffs aren't over yet. Yeah, maybe give it to a 90 or a 91. I don't know.
Yeah.
Maybe. Do it.
Right.
I don't know. I really don't have much to say. I'll wrap it up with my final thoughts. Is so far, I'm really enjoying the playoffs. I love the upsets.
Is this your hat trick?
A lot of the series. Oh, fuck, yeah. Jesus Christ. I forgot we have a hat trick. Rewind. Didn't say any of that. Should I start my hat trick?
Yeah, go ahead. Start your hat trick.
I'll start my hat trick with number 1, John Tortorella in the Columbus Blue Jackets. Fucking lad up. Pack up my bags because I'm hopping on that wagon, baby. I'm on it. I love Torts. I love the Blue Jackets. If maybe they lose the next round, but hey, what motivation to bring into next season though for them, no matter what.
No doubt.
So congrats to the Blue Jackets, incredible.
Hey, real quick, I'm tagging you in this picture that it's I think it's Panarin, and I can't tell who the other person is, but they I think they partied a little hard last night.
Facebook's the only notification that doesn't give me a buzz. Looks like you engage.
Yeah, in Vegas.
Shit. Holy shit, that's great. Oh, there's Panarin's dog. That thing's a nut. Wow. Fucking the bread man. I don't think he's going anywhere, Columbus. You might not have to worry.
Yeah, I think he likes it there right now.
You
I think
might not have to worry.
I was gonna say that might have changed his mind. The only thing that I will say though, he said he did love playing for Joel Quenneville, so he could be going to Florida.
Ooh. Joel Quenneville's going to turn around Florida in about 3 years, by the way.
They weren't that bad of a team to begin with.
No, they really weren't. So my number 2, I want to give a shout out to Robin Lene from New York. I believe he was with Buffalo before. Yeah. And I remember he went through some bad times. I think he got diagnosed with bipolar.
Yeah,
being bipolar.
He was a head case for a while. I remember. I think something happened in the off season. I'm not too sure on it.
Something happened. It really messed with him. So shout out to him for playing on his head and win the series. Kind of it got talked about a little bit on NHL Network and a couple articles and stuff. But it's good to see guys like that who go through some shit or something, and that's a big moment for a goalie like that. I mean, the goalie needs to be the most mental steady guy, even though they're the most mental dumbest idiots sometimes off the ice. They're weirdos. Jordan Binnington. They got to be fully mentally there, and for a guy that's deals with a mental health issue like that, and pull off a big series, just kind of cool. So shout out to him, and even the Islanders for the 4-game sweep. And my hat trick, I'm going to finish it off on number 3. Jordan Binnington, you have been incredible. This series could be way worse. I could probably be a lot more down in the dumps if it wasn't for you. He's played incredible, and let's go Blues. Not losing faith. Still bleeding blue.
Let's go.
Still waving a towel around, whether it's toilet paper or not.
I'm
here for it.
I got a towel for you because I got like 4 of them from last night's games. My grandparents didn't want theirs, but I doubt you want it. It's fucking Braden Shen's towel. Which, by the way, hey, fucking Enterprise Center and Blues. How is that towel not fucking Jordan Binnington?
Yeah, no shit.
Like, I know it's not that big of a deal. It's a fucking towel. But how is that not Binnington?
Yeah, come on. Get it together.
No shit. Like, come on.
Jesus.
Like, I cannot believe that they didn't put Bennington on that fucking towel. I was looked at it, I was like, why do we have Shen on this towel?
You fucking got time to put together a dope-ass light show, but you can't figure out to put Jordan Bennington on a goddamn towel?
Right.
Lord, come on.
Yeah, I don't
Come on, figure it out. But yeah, let's go Blues. I'm not giving up. Not giving up at all. Whether they play bad, I know what this team can do, and sticking with them.
Yep.
Don't care. Don't at me.
Don't at me. My number 1, shout out to Nazem Kadri, my favorite player. Number 2, shout out to Joe Thornton. And number 3, shout out to Kucherov. All 3 players got suspended in the playoffs so far.
I was not expecting that at all.
All right, no, but for real, my number 1, shout out fucking, hey, if there's any more room with you, is that seat taken next to you, Jimmy? I'm jumping on the Columbus bandwagon.
No, Oregon Trail just built another covered wagon, buddy. We got time to go. As long as you don't get dysentery, we're fucking on. You can come on my wagon. That sounded.
I did see a meme that said, John Cooper, what happened with the Tampa Bay Lightning? And he said, I'd love to hear that cannon go off. That's what the meme said. He's like, I'm a sucker for pyro.
That's good.
That's good. But shout out Blue Jackets. Number 2, shout out New York Islanders. Putting the bed fucking Pittsburgh. It's just so great that we don't have to see Pittsburgh in the playoffs anymore right now. It's a breath of fresh air, you know?
Yeah, it is. And I mean, if Pittsburgh would have went on, yeah, whatever. I don't care. But yeah, it's 100% right.
You know, and you still got to see your All-Stars in the playoffs for a little bit, and this is like that storybook. It's just that storybook ending. It's just like when don't want to see the same teams in the playoffs over and over, and you finally get them out early, and that's...
Yeah. You know what? I'm sure Sidney Crosby's like, oh my God, a breather for the summer.
Mm-hmm. No shit.
Those guys need it. They need it.
I mean,
as much as they'd rather be in the Stanley Cup again, of course, there's a part of them going, oh my God, I'm going to get my golf clubs. I am going to drink some fucking beer. I am going to
We have like a 5-month vacation for once instead of a 2 or 3.
Yeah, exactly.
And number 3, I think say same to you. I mean, Binnington, baby. Jordan Binnington is just a fucking stud, and I think the Blues take this. I still think the Blues take this series, whether it's in 6 or 7. I still think they take it. Let's go Blues.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, they got to go into the mindset of, we have a guy back there that's going to save our ass. We got to start fucking playing.
Yep.
They don't got to worry about a goaltender letting them down or nothing like that. Do I look nervous? Come on, boys.
He doesn't look nervous. I'm telling you that.
He ain't nervous. He regrouped huge.
Yeah, he
to come back and give you a chance this game. Step it up.
Fucking look at Colorado playing their young kids, letting them go, and look at them. They're scoring left and right. Fucking play Sammy Blais. Play him.
Yep. Play him.
Maybe even fucking play McCackern.
Yeah. Fucking maybe put in Delzato. I know he's not young, but maybe throw him on D. I don't know.
I mean, if Bortuzzo isn't hitting, Bortuzzo should be hitting. Maybe send a message to him. Be like, hey, we want you fucking physical out there. You're not being physical. Delzato, go in. I would put him in.
Figure it out, Bortz. You're going to be fucking up in New York on spitting chiclets with fucking Wit and Biz.
Mm-hmm. I think you might see some, some key changes for next game. We got to change up our predictability.
Yeah, I think so too. 100% right. So, yeah, but I'm with you. Not giving up. Still believe we're going to pull it out.
Yep. All right, you can follow Offended on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Periscope at OffendedPod. Make sure to go follow PWP Nation at PWP Nation on all social media platforms as well. Listen to Offended, which will be out this Friday with a special announcement. Maybe a new spin, a little mini-series we're putting out. Ooh, so find out what that is on Friday. And don't forget, if you're a wrestling fan, our weekly wrestling wrap-up, which will be out tomorrow. This Hockey Talks is out today when we're done recording. It'll just be up on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, iHeartRadio, just by searching Offended. I love it. I can just say that now. It's so easy. Go to ProWrestlingTees.com and search Offended. Buy our t-shirt or tank top or long sleeve or whatever you want. Just get it. Just go buy it, please. Please. And you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, and Snapchat, Trick1042. You can follow Stoutsy at
JimmyJames9417 on Twitter and Instagram, and James V. Stout on Snapchat.
All right, this is playoff hockey, baby. I love playoff hockey so much. Hopefully next week when we come back talking to you for more playoff hockey. Hopefully the Blues are still in it. And I think they will be.
Yeah, I think so. One more little tidbit. Our other co-host, Core, huge Blues fan, just welcomed a new Blues fan into this world a couple of days ago. His baby girl was born.
Millie.
Little Millie Donovan had her decorated. That's not a fucking tree, Jim. It's a human. Had her dressed up in a Blues outfit. Said newest Blues fan. So congrats to Corey, and hopefully that baby brings us some good luck, or else.
As of right now, not so much. Right now, that baby can go back in. That's all I care about, you know?
Yeah, it can. So I just wanted to get that in there for our listeners, our core. We got a new Blues fan, so
congratulations, Corey. All right.
Yeah.
This has been Hockey Talks by Offended, presented by P2P Nation. We'll see you next week.